Hey everybody, it's Bruce here, Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel today. Thank you for all of you who are subscribing to TWB, giving my videos thumbs up, sending me comments, and all your support. I really appreciate it. We got some news here today from a couple of cruise lines for January the 25th, 2021. The first bit of news is a bit of a follow-up story. Has to do with the Pacific Princess cruise ship. The Pacific Princess ship was basically sold off by Princess Cruise Lines just last week, and that was around the same time that Royal Caribbean announced that this cruise line, Azamara, was being sold by Royal Caribbean. The Azamara cruise line was picked up by a company called Sycamore Partners in a $201 million deal. They acquired 3 ships, the entire line, and now we find out that the Pacific Princess has been picked up by Sycamore Partners as well, and it's going to be added to the Azamara cruise line. So the Azamara cruise line has just grown by 25% in the number of ships. They're now going to have 4 ships instead of 3, and this will probably come as some really good news for Azamara fans and fans of the Pacific Princess ship, because all of these ships and this cruise line, Azamara, are much beloved by their clientele. The problem, of course, for Royal Caribbean is that at this point in time, in the middle of a pandemic, we're talking about a cash burn rate of 10 to 15 million a month that Royal Caribbean is faced with keeping Azamara. And once they begin sailing again, it'll take quite some time for Royal Caribbean to recoup their losses. We're selling the ships now in a package to Sycamore Partners, and then having Sycamore pick up the 4th ship. These guys will have a full-blown operating cruise line up and running the minute the pandemic passes, and they can add a 4th ship to the fleet. They can now market the ship to all the folks that are fans of the Pacific Princess. They'll likely, obviously, they will give it a new livery. She'll get the Azamara treatment, and will the ship's name change? Well, yeah, they'll eliminate the word princess from the ship. It might be the Pacific or Azamara Pacific. We'll have to find out. But this gives the new owners a bit of momentum to get the new cruise line up and going with 4 ships rather than just 3, and all 4 ships are much beloved. We'll follow this story going forward, see how it works out. It's a $201 million investment by Sycamore, plus the cost of the Pacific Princess, and now the cost of carrying the line. But their pockets are very deep. They could carry this line for years if they had to. But I think for the employees of Azamara, this is a huge boost in morale. Same for the crew on the Pacific Princess. I think the folks, for all 4 ships that work these ships are going to be really pleased with how this is turning out. And this is a kind of a good news cruise story, which I'm happy to pass on to all of you, because the news has just been depressing. So good news, way to go, Sycamore, and way to go putting this together to get the 4 ships under the same brand name of Azamara going forward. This should be a pretty positive development. The ships will be deployed basically in Europe. I'm not sure where the Pacific Princess will be deployed eventually, but we'll find that out in the near term, I am sure, and we'll stay on top of this breaking story, and we'll go from there. Over now to Carnival. Carnival made some announcements today regarding a number of their ships. They're doing some shuffling of the deck right now, and this is definitely the time to do it. It's the smart thing to do. The cruise line announced that the Carnival Magic, the Carnival Paradise, the Carnival Valor, these 3 ships are in dry dock, will remain in dry dock for a while. They will not return to sailing until at least November 2021. So all cruises that were still available on these ships have now been canceled, and the 3 of them will not hit the water until basically November 2021. Over on the another ship in the fleet, the Carnival Miracle, this ship was supposed to be deployed out of San Diego, and all of her sailings are canceled now until April 2023. So that's 2+ years of potential sailings are now out. The Carnival Miracle is going to be reassigned, and I'm not sure exactly why this is, except my hunch is because the other 3 ships are delayed. This ship will now be deployed elsewhere, and they'll be able to make it work at another port. This ship right here, the Carnival Victory, is being transformed right now into the Carnival Radiance. This ship is undergoing about a $200 million transformation. This is what she's supposed to look like when she's done. This is an artist rendition here. There'll be a new top deck added to the ship at the front end with higher end cabins, lots of new features, major refresh. They said at Carnival that this ship will arrive in Long Beach to start its sailings, but not until November 2021, so latter part of this year. So you can see here how Carnival is shuffling the deck a little bit, delaying some ships, moving some ships around. This is not surprising. We know, and I've been saying it on my channel here, that with the vaccine rollout not going to be completed until summer, fall of this year, probably more towards the end of the fall, the cruise lines won't start sailing with any high numbers of ships until really 2022. But in November and December and January, a handful of ships will begin to sail, and then we'll pick it up from there in the new year. Hopefully we'll be back up and running full speed ahead next spring. Thanks again for joining me today for this update. We'll keep you posted, everybody. Bye for now.